staying sane and safe. I hope y'all are remembering to wash your hands, staying indoors. Let's keep self-isolating and social distancing. You know, let's just do our part to flatten the curve. And the more we participate, the quicker we get to be outside. Anyways, just trying to keep this short. So a lot of people just had questions about like my mental health journey, and a lot of people had asked me to do a segment on this. So I decided I might just do a self-discovery video, but I will be doing this in segments, and that's just because, you know, sis can go off on a tangent. So I'm just doing this also for the sake of myself, so I can stay focused and on track. But this next video is focused on bullying and peer pressure. So growing up, I was never really as confident. I was always a quiet person. I really didn't like saying much. Now, I felt like people took my character for advantage. So it came to a point where I really couldn't express myself, because if I cried, I was considered a crybaby. And if I found someone to confide in, I was referred to as a snitch. So this was something that was just ongoing. I was bullied for my body. People who know me know that I was stick and bones, honey, growing up. But body image was something that I've always suffered with. And again, people who know me know that I've been to 4 different schools. And the reason why is, every time I look back at it and reflect, is I was constantly trying to run away from not facing my problems. So I got to a point where when I joined my 4th school, I started sticking up for myself. And again, people had their views. You know, people thought I was being too aggressive, or people just thought I was just generally an angry person, and I was just misunderstood. So it was hard, and I found myself trying to constantly prove myself to others. And that's one of the reasons why I just struggled, you know, because having to prove yourself to people over and over again is mentally draining, you know, and eventually you lose your self-direction. It's like, who am I and what am I truly living for? Like, what are my values and what are my morals? Is this something that I would stand for, or is this something that I wouldn't stand for? So yeah, and again, that led into peer pressure. I constantly found myself with the wrong crowds. I constantly found myself doing things I was not supposed to be doing. You know, I was just not there yet. Again, I do believe that this is something that comes with age. I feel like everybody goes through this phase. However, I also believe that sometimes it has more of an effect on others than it does on some people. So eventually I overcame bullying by joining a debate club, MUN, Model United Nations, at my school. And this just helped me build up my self-esteem. You know, I started seeing a direction in my life. I knew what I wanted to do, I knew what I wanted to fight for, and so forth. There are times where I look back, and there are times where I feel like I wish I could have gone back in time and changed a few things. Sometimes I wish like I wasn't that quiet little girl. Sometimes I wish I just spoke up for myself. Sometimes I wish I would stand up against certain people, you know? But yeah, with all that being said and done, we thank God. I am here now. Everybody who knows me now knows that today, Kemi is hard-headed. Like, for you to convince me to do something, like once my mind is fixed, boom, done, finished. There's no way you can convince me otherwise. Like, you must have some supernatural powers to genuinely just convince me otherwise. But yeah, I really don't know if this makes sense, but I hope it does. But this is just one part of my mental health deteriorating. So yeah, guys, keep a lookout for the second part, and I will talk more on sexual assault.